There she is. Oh, how cute. Hey everybody, welcome back. Oh, by the way, behind me you might notice that Mobile One's undergone a little bit of a change. I've turned it into a stone little carrying place that I can be protected against dinos when I go to the North Island. But anyway, that aside, I've been doing a little bit of experimenting with the eggs, and I have determined that I cannot find a perfect place anywhere where the temperature remains constant to incubate. So what I've done is this. A little semicircle of standing torches. Right now it's incubating, which means it's at the right temperature. And in this semicircle of torches, I can actually adjust the temperature. I can make it hotter or colder by turning on or off torches, which works really well. So when it says it's too hot, I turn off a torch until it says it's incubating. When it says it's too cold, I turn on a torch until it says it's incubating. So I am going to allow this to incubate. I have not done anything with the settings for the single player right now, so it's at normal duration for incubation, which I believe is pretty long. I think for a Rex egg, it could be like 4 hours. So I'm not going to bore you with that. I also, in the meanwhile, bred a turtle, the two turtles. So I have a turtle egg as well. I was trying to figure out where to put that one too, so it lost a little bit of health as I was doing that. So when I'm done with the Rex, I think I'm going to do the turtle as well. But I'm going to go away for a while and not bore you guys with this and be back when the incubation is near completion. All right? Talk to you then. Okay, welcome back. Just for a minute, I want to give you guys a quick update. Couple things. One, he is still incubating, and she, I don't know what it'll be. He's still incubating, and the incubation bar is falling at a faster rate. I don't know that the egg health is falling at all. I think the egg health may only fall when it's placed in a position where it's not incubating, where it's too hot or too cold, the health will fall. But if it's actually incubating, I don't think it falls. Or if it is, it's falling really slowly, because it's I can't notice that it's moved. And the incubation bar is much lower down now than the health bar. So I think we're in good shape. I have only had to adjust this once, but it's doing pretty well. Also, you notice the food trough over here. You can't use this anymore. When the patch first came out yesterday, as I'm recording this, when you hatched a baby, you could feed them from the trough. You could just sit here and have a trough full of food, and they'd sit there and eat it. A patch came out this morning, and then in the patch notes, it clearly says, no, you can no longer use a trough to feed the baby. They really want you to hand feed the baby. So I have the trough here. It's only here for storage. I have gone off with Nightmare and filled it up. I have some veggies started already for the turtle. But I filled it with meat, and I'll be grabbing from here because it lasts longer in a feeding trough than it does on me or on Nightmare for that matter. So I just filled the feeding trough with meat to have it handy to feed the baby as soon as the baby pops out over here. So that's what that's for. Also, real quick update on this raft. I've also decided that I'm going to turn this into kind of a jerking raft. So mobile way of making jerky. So I put a industrial grill here, and I put a couple of preserving bins, and this thing's got plenty of oil. I'm going to bring in plenty of spark powder, and then be able to take this over to the North Island, kill everything there, because almost everything there has prime. And I want to get a lot of prime and prime jerky and stuff for kibbles. I've got a couple of stacks of prime jerky already, but I just like to make more and more. So it's just another use for this this raft, and I can still bring the smaller dinos, the non-behemoths, on here and take them over there as well for training. So anyway, just a quick update. We'll be back as soon as this thing is about to hatch, and then I'll show you the baby turtle when that happens as well. So see you in a bit. Okay, we're back. I've got the turtle egg down here too. The turtle egg is just about to go. I have to admit, I did make a server setting or a setting in the game. I was getting really long here. I would have had this video out next week. So I did increase the egg incubation time by, I think, a factor of 3 or 4. And turtles apparently are pretty quick to incubate anyway, so it's been screaming since I put it down. The T-Rex has still got a ways to go, and in fact lost some of the egg health. I don't know how. I was watching it pretty closely, and I never saw it lose it, but turtle is about to go. Now I've got a bunch of Mejos, and I want to test kibble. I want to test if the kibble that's used to tame the species will also help. Oh, there she is. Oh, how cute! I got to claim him, I think, first, right? Imprint. I'm not going to give him a name right now. No name. I need to give food And I'm going to put that in there, but I'm also going to test Pteranodon kibble is what they eat when they're maturing. Let's see if he'll eat it. He does take it. Doesn't seem to speed up the process any, though. And I hate this part. Basically have to transfer. No, it transfers anything. So I was going to try to use that button to speed up the process, but that's not going to work. While they're just starting out, they don't have much. Let me get this guy to come over here. He's already following me, right? Come on over this way, buddy. Come on. Can you move? You probably can't move yet. Notice his health. Kind of staying steady as the food is eaten. Doesn't want to go anywhere, but he can only hold like 5 right now. Now he can hold 7, so he can hold a little bit more food as he matures. As he, matures, I guess. 8, 9. So we don't have the indicator of him being in range of the feeding trough, even though he's right next to one. So I imagine once that indicator comes into existence, we'll know that he's old enough to actually feed from the trough. Save game. Thank you. So they will eat the kibble for their species, but it doesn't do any good. I mean, it's just like eating any kind of food for them. It doesn't boost the maturity process. He's at 13 max, 14 max. He gets to 15 here. There he is, 15. I want to take a look at. Let's see if I can get him to move first of all. There he goes. Come on, buddy. I want you to get a little ways away from here now. I'll just tell you to stop there. Are you on wander? You are on wander. Stop it. Come on back this way. I want you over here so I can manage you two babies at the same time. I have kids. This is just like having kids, guys. All right. I'm going to keep doing this for a while, at least until the T-Rex baby hatches, or until something changes with the turtle, and then I'll be right back. I guess. Well, I don't know if I'll be right back, but I'll be back eventually. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. I don't know. Okay, I'm back for a while because I wanted to show you guys something in case you're curious. First of all, what's happening here is as it's maturing, its weight capacity is going up. So that's why it can hold more and more food. It's still hungry. Its health starts very low, so it's building to its top level, and as its health builds, it wants to eat, so it consumes its food. It has a max food limit, but you can't reach that with the weight we have right now, so that's why we're playing this game. You might think force feeding would help, and it seems to if you look at the food increases quite a bit, and you think, okay, well then it goes back down because it's consuming it and making the health go up, right? Well, no. Watch the health numbers as I do that. They don't really increase. In fact, they kind of stay the same. So it doesn't seem to do any good to force feed. It just wastes your food, basically. In case you were curious about that. Now, I have some kibble here that I'm going to try on the T-Rex because I don't know if carnivores will behave differently than herbivores. So we're gonna experiment both ways. Isn't he just so cute? Oh my God, he's so cute. All right, well, this will be taking a while. As you see, the maturation progress down there is going very slowly. That is also a setting you can change, and I think I did bump it to like 2 times because I thought it would take a while. I didn't realize it would take this long, but I'll stick with it and we'll see what happens. All right, be back in a bit. All right, we're back. I've named the turtle Billy Jr. because it's a male and Billy is his father. So Billy Jr. just seemed to make sense. I brought Raven over here to carry some more berries for me, so I'll have berries to feed. The Rex is about to go, and it looks like the turtle is at about 1/7 health. Health, I say health. But the maturation progress is maybe a tenth, probably not even a tenth. So they are not in line. It's not when you get the critter to full health that it's going to be fully mature. That much is true. Perhaps it's food? No. No, because that's not even a tenth of that. It's going to be the weight, obviously. When the weight gets up to the top, yeah. When the weight gets up to the top, that's going to be the top of the progress bar. When the max weight, I should say, because it's 13.63 is the max weight right now. But it's going to be 260. So that seems to be the progress, and that's the number that matches the progress bar, I believe. Okay. That should be enough to go for a while, and this Rex is just about to hatch, so we might want to get some meat ready to go. I wonder how fast this is going to go. I'm going to test the kibble out as well. Get a little more of Raven's berries. Actually, let me grab more of your berries. There we go. You're good, right? Yeah. Let's watch the birth of the Rex here. Any second. Hey, 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 baby. I'm going to turn off these torches now. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I have to claim you, don't I? Imprint. You are a... What are you? A female. Oh, so you're Daisy's daughter. So, we're going to call you... Tulip. Tulip. And I need to get you meat quickly, don't I? Yes. I'm going to throw that kibble on there. Doesn't seem to help the... Took it, of course, but it doesn't seem to help dramatically with progress, so that's not it. Let's get Tulip to follow us over here. Tulip, please come over here where it's easier to feed you. Tulip, Tulip, there you go. You got the same wide turning radius as your parents, don't you? Well, on a relative scale. Look how you're kind of floating over the air. That's kind of cool. It's like you're in slow motion. Okay, don't follow me anymore. Oh, your wandering is on, isn't it? I gotta keep turning that off. Get over here. Get over here! Come here. Come here. Alright, good girl. Come on. There you go. Yeah, they start with the wandering turned on, which is just awesome. Not. You have to imprint them, turn off their wandering, and then you can unfollow them. How are you doing? You can hold for a while. All right, folks, as you can tell, this is going to take a while as well. Now, carnivores can be force-fed to heal them. So I am wondering, does the force feeding, which doesn't work with herbivores, does it work for them? Let's see real fast. Not really. The health is not really increasing. Yes, Raven, I hear you. Okay, well, I'm going to keep this up. I might have to make some meat runs, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're back, and Billy Jr. has passed 10% maturation, which means, as you can see from the icon above Billy Jr.'s name, he can now feed from a trough. So I'm going to have him follow me. I'm going to put a little bit more meat here into Tulip, and I'm going to lead Billy Jr. over here to this trough, which has plenty of veg. Actually, it's got a lot less veg now because I've been using it all for Billy, so I'm going to have to replenish that. But at least now I can put a bunch in the trough, and Billy will just feed from that. And I can't wait until Tulip gets to that point, so I can do the same thing with the trough over there and fill it with meat. So at least now I can put this in here. And leave Billy alone. Come on over here, little Billy. So slow, but so cute. Okay, you can stay right there. I don't want you too close to the other animals, though. Come on over here. I don't know what will happen when he increases in size. There we go. Increases in size and is too near another animal, so. All right, you stay right there. And you just feed off that stuff while I feed your cousin, Tulip. All right, so I am running short on meat, so I'm going to have to make a meat run. And how close is Tulip? Not very close at all to 10%. So I'll be back as soon as Tulip is at 10% and can feed from the trough, and we can do some other stuff. All right, talk to you in a bit. Okay, and we're back, and Tulip is almost to 10%, and I can tell that by looking at Tulip's max weight of 550 and current max weight that it can carry is 52. As soon as that reaches 55, Tulip will be at 10% and be able to feed from the trough. I've got a little bit of meat left in there. I've got a bunch thrown in here, raw. She prefers raw, of course, as all the carnivores do. And if you notice, Billy's getting bigger. Billy's nearing 50% and is almost half the size of his parents. So it's really cool how they grow in little spurts. I don't think I've ever witnessed one of the growths, but I turned around, came back, and all of a sudden Billy was a little bit bigger, about half this size, about a quarter of the size of the parents, and then now about half almost. So that's pretty cool how they grow. And I've got plenty of veg, well, not plenty. I guess I'm running a little shy on veg there, so I'm going to have to start going around and farming for some berries. In fact, I've got now, all I have in the back is narco berries, but I do have veg. They will eat vegetables, so I could throw vegetables in there as well. But next big step is as soon as we reach 55 weight, which we're getting to here. I'm wondering if the meat in here, because they pull from the feeding trough before they pull from the meat that's inside their own inventory. So to throw meat in their inventory would just let it spoil. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I mean, the other animals can't share it when it's in their inventory, and they won't eat it. They'll eat the stuff that the other animals are eating, so it's kind of best to leave everything in the trough, I guess, when they're going to be stuck here. But we're about halfway there. I think we might make it before this runs out, which was my hope, so I wouldn't have to throw anything in here. And then she'll be on the trough. Baby Tulip will be. It says level 69. I think that's just the level at just shy of 10%. I didn't notice Billy Jr. is level 14. Parents are low level. I need some food. Parents are low level-ish. But Tulip's parents, of course, are 104 and 64. I don't know if the 69 is going to be her final level. She's now juvenile. She's now being able to feed from the trough. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out of here, and you can see that the health is still slowly going up. 572, 573. You'll see it bounce to 574 here in a second. And one more. There it goes. Flickered to 574. There we go. So it's still working, feeding from the trough. So I'm going to take another break, guys, before I wrap up the show. I need to make a run and go get a whole bunch more meat and berries to feed these kids. Oh, these kids. They just eat you out of house and home. That is very realistic, by the way. But once I've done that, I'll come on back and we'll talk about what we're going to do next. All right? See you in a bit. Okay, folks, welcome back. Billy is now an adolescent, Billy Jr. And you can see the maturation progress shows about, 85% or so. Maximum weight holdable here is 229. Actual maximum weight is 260, so he's almost there. He's pretty much the same size as his parents at this point. Looks like a fully grown turtle, but not quite there. On the other hand, Tulip is a little bit bigger, nowhere near a full-size T-Rex, and only at 114. Only at what percentage here? Look at this bar, 20-ish%. And you can see that going to be going up to 550 weight, and it's only at 114. So this is going to be a while. I've run out of, or come close to running out of meat and vegetables so many times. But I've been making a lot of runs. I figured that the smartest thing to do was to take Ruby out, because Ruby can harvest a lot of meat. She's like a pickaxe for harvesting animals. So basically, she gets a lot of meat. And I took her out along the coast over here, killing mammoths and saber-tooth tigers and wolves and T-Rexes and the Argentavises that came down to investigate, and moose and all sorts of things, and just got gobs and gobs of meat with Ruby. So I'm going to keep doing that technique. I can get it quicker with Nightmare, but Nightmare doesn't collect as much. So it's better to take Ruby out for a big load of meat. So that's what I've been doing. And then I take Fuzzy out when I need berries. And I'm telling you this right now, guys. This is really hard. I don't think this is really worth it unless you have two really primo, perfect tame animals, and you don't want to bother looking for another perfect tame, and you want to breed them and see if you can get another perfect tame equivalent animal out of that. That's about the only reason I would do this. Otherwise, man, this is crazy. I feel really bad for the people who are on multiplayer servers. Now, I've been doing this all in one session. I haven't really, I quit to make a configuration change, and that was it. But I could, being single player, stop right now and then resume later, which I might even do after I'm done recording here. But multiplayer people, they have to get them to a certain level where they can eat from the trough and then stuff their trough full, and maybe they can take a 30 or 40-minute break and then come back, because by then the trough will be empty, trust me. So I feel really sorry for those folks, because they're going to have to get other people to watch their animals and breed, to feed them, to get them mature. Oh, it's insane. So like I said, this is going to be a very rare thing. You're going to have a very special pair of parents to want to breed them. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching these little babies. I thought they were really cute. They are really cute. That T-Rex, look at that T-Rex back there. Look at her. Look at Tulip. She's so cute. Oh, it was a lot of fun. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.